Hey everyone. I'm going to be doing a demo of Claude's new feature, computer use. So I see a lot of people doing demos of cool things it could do, but with every new technology, I like really exploring how I can make it useful for business applications. So I figured I was going to play around with it anyway. So I got it up installed and running. So now I'm just going to try to make it a few use cases to see how we can maybe apply it to the real estate industry or the financial industry. And I know it's not fully there yet in terms of it could do tasks from end to end, but I just want to see how far the technology came. And I'm inviting you to watch and leave any suggestions on how to maybe like what use case you would like to see. So for our first use case, I'm just going to see if it could analyze or do a market analysis of a neighborhood for a property. So let's see here. Do a market analysis. Let's see if it could find any here. Find any open houses currently in Brooklyn and do an analysis on properties. Let's just see what it does and the thinking behind it. So you can see here now it's just going to start taking actions by itself, prompting itself to do things, and we'll see how it thinks on to approach that task. Okay. So it's going to Zillow. So that's a pretty good start. Let's see, properties in Brooklyn for sale. And this is the only prompt I gave it. This is doing it all on its own. And I'm really wanting to see on how much it could actually do on its own before I might have to intervene or it gets sidetracked and goes off course. See, now it just showed up invalid action and an error. Okay, so that made it somewhat far. It's missing the action. Let's see. See what it does with this. Okay, so now it's giving me an error code, so I think I'm gonna have to reset it. Let's reset it and see what happens. Because it still is a little glitchy, but the technology is pretty cool where it's going. Let's see, maybe here, find Amazon's latest financial report and analyze it. Okay, so it's going to open Amazon's financial report. Let's see if it gets there. Like the implications, if this gets really good, is you could really just give it any task you want, and it kind of just does it for you, and you sit back and watch, which is a really cool idea. Then you get to review it and see if any of the information is accurate or not. Like right here, it just said invalid action. And then, okay, it's still going. Let's see. Keeps on getting stuck. Let's see why. It's missing tool. Well, I got all the way here to the earnings, which was it's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's just do continue. See, I'm not sure why this errors keep on happening. Let's see, settings. Let's see, rerun. Okay, so this stopped over here. I'm not sure why. Let's see, maybe I have to reset it again. Maybe something's going on with it now, but this is like the gist of what it's going on about right now. Is you're able to try to prompt it, and then it's in a virtual terminal right now where it could just go off on its own. Latest. Thank you for Amazon. See if we can just break it down step by step. Okay, so it's navigating to the filings, which is pretty cool. It even knows to go there in the first place. Hopefully, it makes it past a few steps. Okay, see here. Invalid action. Okay, okay. Maybe it's doing itself now. So, like, let's say you're someone that didn't even know where to find the 10Q. It's kind of figuring it out by itself, and which is pretty cool on its own. It's taking screenshots of it and reading the screenshots and trying to figure out basically using the API code of Claude to navigate it and to find the report on its own. It's getting pretty far. I want to see if it can analyze this report after. Let's just see if we could download it first. Okay, now it gave me an error. See, I'm not sure why this error keeps on happening. Let's say here. It was very close, and I got here, which was pretty cool. And let's see, okay, open document. see, and 10K quarterly filing. Okay, let's see. Do and analysis summary this report. Okay, so now it showed up that bad error request again. But it got this far, which was cool, but I mean, it's not helpful if it can't go further than this. But I want to see other use cases that maybe to always add. Reset this again. Maybe I want to try doing something that's easier. Let's see, I don't know, get the stock price of Amazon. Let's do one thing at a time. Okay, that's cool. So that worked and didn't come back with an error. Now let's see. Find me a comprehensive summary of their stock price and do an analysis. See how far I could take it. Because like this would be a lot of steps. And let's see what it does by itself. Okay, it gave me the invalid action again. Not sure why it keeps on doing that. Oh wait, let's see what it did. Price, daily change, key metrics, recent development, analysis. Okay, so that's pretty cool. It starts doing some of this stuff. I think it took it from here. market cap, investment relations, entry strategy. It's all cool that it's all doing it by itself. And then disclaimer. Let's see. Put this information in Excel or whatever it's called. Let's see what they call it here in a spreadsheet and forecast the data. Okay, so now it's taking that information and uploading it into a CSV file. And I'm not touching it, I'm just watching. And this is doing it all by itself. It's still running, and they say it's slow and it could take a while. And this is just the first version that's coming out for this type of technology. And even to get this far, it's pretty cool just to get this far. And let's see what it's doing now. That's really cool. Like, it just pulled all of this from Google, the values, the metrics, the 6-month target, the weekly target. Let's see, you have been rate limited. We try after 7. Okay, so it seems like I ran it for too long. So I do need to refresh it. So this is really cool though. Look how far it got. It started doing, it pulled this in from Google and did this all by itself without me even doing anything. I think it's gonna let me. Is it a document? Some actions I just maybe think that they're not available, so it doesn't know what to do. Okay, so it doesn't know what to do. Say now do the same for Google. it gonna let me? Okay, it seems like it's not letting me. Okay, so let's refresh it. So it seems like for complex business cases, yeah, it's not going to be too helpful this second, especially with how slow it is. But I guess let's just do uh send me the latest real estate news in New York and summarize it. Like I really don't think this is usable right now for someone to actually try to integrate. At least if I'm not doing it correctly. I'm not sure, but it's pretty cool technology that I do like exploring, but I just don't see how this could be applicable for anyone to actually integrate into their workflow like right now. Like it would just take too long and there would be too many errors and it would just be too slow, which it's cool to play around with, but to someone actually think about like giving it to a client or to do actual work, I'm not sure about that. Stop. So now it's not really doing anything. I'm gonna reset it again. Just because I'm saying this is what I do to try out these new products. It's really just playing around with it, seeing what it could do, seeing its potential, and seeing where it breaks, where it's useful. Like right now, I'm not seeing a whole lot of use for it, which is kind of annoying and glitchy. But like, what could I even try to do that it would maybe do? Let's see. see here. Compare properties across different neighborhoods in Brooklyn and New York. I don't think this is gonna work. Okay. Okay, so we got far. So we got to Brooklyn. Okay, filtering by price to get a better understanding of market ranges of all the houses in Brooklyn. Just curious what it does with it. Will it put it in an Excel spreadsheet and then compare the properties? Or will it just break at a certain point? Okay, let's see what it gave me. Okay, around 450, 750. So this is pretty good just for Brooklyn. Compare it to Manhattan. Compare it to. Okay, so now it's doing the same thing for Manhattan. We kind of took just a pause here. I'm not sure why. Let's stop it. Could it find a title report? Let's see. Show me where to find it. Okay, but what about, let's say, okay, this is going to be my last use case to see if it tries, but clearly it's not working so well for actual tough use cases, which that's what I like I'm interested in seeing how it could be applied to actually business applications. Maybe it does better at coding, but for these situations that I tried, it's not doing too well right now. Which the technology is pretty cool. Just to be useful this second, I'm not sure. And I love playing around with this. Okay, total single house is available at E26, represents 15%. Now let's look at more listings to analyze price ranges and features. Okay, let's see what it does. Okay, so I've been limited it again because it's getting too long. But basically, yeah, I was just playing around with it. I'll play around with it probably a few more times just to see different applications for it. But this is the new Claude feature that was released recently. And I just want to do a quick demo and walk through it live. And hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.